Muslim background believer, so I was a practicing Muslim. Pray, fasting, doing like any other Muslim actually. And it was actually 2010. Something happened in my life that led me to follow Jesus and then left Islam, which was a very hard decision for me actually. I was studying in Damascus. I'm originally from northeast of Syria, and I was studying in Damascus. I was studying English literature, and then one day I was riding the bus to go to the college. Then I saw some Korean people. They get into the bus, and one of them, the woman sat next to me, and she said to me, she wants to tell me a story in Arabic and check her Arabic. So because we talk a little bit in English, and then she said, I want to check my Arabic, and I want to tell you a story. Then she started to tell me the story of Jesus. And when she was telling the story of Jesus, I was listening to her, and she was talking about Mary and how he was born, and then about some of his miracles. But when she came to that part, like when she was saying Jesus was crucified because he wants, and then I started to argue with her, and I started to say, actually Jesus was not crucified because I know the story from the Quran, and then I started to tell her, Jesus is not weak, he's a good prophet, he's very strong prophet, God will protect him and not let him be crucified. And then, but she, for the first time actually, I heard like God, she said God loved us, and that's why he sent Jesus to be crucified for us, and to be, for our sins to be removed. And then she said, she gave me a Bible, and she said to me, I will pray for you, and then you go and read the Bible also. So I said yes, and I went home actually. I put the Bible. After 2 weeks, I came back again. I started to open the Bible, and I read from John. And I started to read about Jesus' miracles, which, somehow we have some miracles in the Quran, but not the same, not very detailed, but his miracles were detailed, and that was very good. But there were some of the things that was mentioned in John's Gospel, especially, like, no prophet can do. Like, for example, when I started to read about Lazarus' story, and then we see like Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. And then I said, that's, we know from the Quran that it's only God can do that. And I also read the story of the blind man, and then how Jesus spat on the ground, and he made the eyes actually, and then he put the eyes on the man, and then it was like the creation actually. It's not just like opening the eyes of the blind man. So I was thinking about this, and I felt like peace, and I want to follow Jesus, but to be honest, I was very afraid. And there are many problems also. It's not easy to follow Jesus, because I was afraid. It is, if you don't believe in God, you go to hell. You hear these stories from when you were a child, so it was very hard for me to just say, God, I want to follow you. It was really hard for me, so I started to pray to God. God, please, if you know that Jesus is the truth, if you know the Bible is the truth, show me something that you can change me, because I'm afraid to do that decision. On one day, at night time, I saw Jesus coming to my dream. And then after that, I gave my life to him because of the dream that I saw. The challenges started actually after I became Christian. There were some challenges also, because the Christians themselves in Syria, if I don't want to say all of them, but most of them are nominal Christian also. They don't accept people from background. So I started to look for a church to disciple me and show me what to do. So finally I could find an international church to join them. And then they started to disciple me and do Bible study, and then I started to share the gospel with other people. Because what we read from the Bible, when you receive, if we receive the gift of God, we also need to give it freely. So that's what I started to do, and God puts in my heart to share with people that I see, and especially the Muslim people. And I started to do them somehow ministry in Syria. Then after the war started in Iraq and Syria, I went to Iraq, and also I was doing ministry for 8-9 years before I come here last year to UK. And here also God put my heart again to share with people here, with the Muslims and also like the British people, because also like both of them, they need to know God. Even some people, like, you know, like the British saying we don't need God, we have science, you know. And the Muslims also, they say we have God, we don't need Jesus, you know. But you know, so both of them needs God. So I started to share with both of these people, and yeah, that's what I'm doing really. Yeah, I don't know what to say more. If there is any question or something, but you know, yeah.